So I wanted to get a video up for this week. So hope everybody is having a good day. It's about to pour down some torrential rains here in just a few minutes. And then I'm on my way out the door so that I can go see about my mom today. But I wanted to drop in really quick to share my thoughts for today's video. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content. And I'm going to do a poll on my community page of people who really enjoy the content. I got to thinking the other day about content that I'm sharing here on the channel, and I share a lot of content that resonates with me and my spirit and where I'm at right now. And my channel is more geared toward mature women, but I invite everyone, younger women, even men, to watch, because it may be something here that will be informative or encouraging, enlightening, and I hope that whoever follows me gets something from the videos. But I want to thank you all for watching the videos, and as I stated, I'll be traveling this next weekend, Lord willing. If everything goes well, I have a trip planned out of town. I'm going to bring a vlog there as well, a little mini vlog. You know, I always, even when I vlog, things I enjoy doing as a 60-year-old woman, I like sharing that with the ladies, because my channel is to encourage women that reach this particular stage of life to continue to enjoy life and to continue to do things that encourage you, not allow fear to prevent you from still experiencing life, you know, because we can get here to this stage of life and become a little complacent and fearful of getting out and doing things based on where we are, because society has ingrained in our minds that when you reach a certain age, you're supposed to stop doing things, stop living. It's time to sit down, and that's just not true. It's what you want it to be, and if sitting down is what you want at that particular stage of life, then that's what you enjoy. But if there are women who are still very active, who like getting out, experiencing it, being adventurous, then continue to live your life. And so I hope to shed that, a little light on that here, and share my life and how I continue to do that. It involves a lot of the good, the bad, and sometimes ugly, the ups and downs and all the in-betweens. And that's what life is. It's a series of all of that and how you deal with it. It really isn't, you know, what happens to you, but it's how you handle it, how you respond to it. So in hopes of that, that is why I'm here and sharing this content. So if this is the channel for you, please go ahead and subscribe now and become a part of the sisterhood. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in today. And of course, for my ride or dies, I love you all and thank you for watching. And continue to watch if this is something you would like to see today. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Living Life by Design. So today, I'm just going to share a brief message about, you know, living life. Are you so used to doing that you neglect being? And I thought this, I watched a sermon this morning when I was watching worship service, and this inspired the message. And I want to speak to those women who are always on the go, who are always doing, who are always giving, whether you're giving to your family, giving to your friends, giving to your job, but you neglect being for yourself. And I want to just plant some thoughts in your mind, in your busy lives, that it is important that you be sometimes. And I have shared this many times in different forms on the channel about being still, about resting, about pausing. And it's important that you do that in all of the things that we have going on, because you know, the woman is one of the most busiest creatures on this earth, because we wear so many hats. Even if you have a partner, even if you have a husband, your life is still full, because you're trying to cater to all these people in your life. And a lot of us are still in the workforce. So not only do we have families that we're catering to, but we have a whole job that we give 8 to 10 hours a day. Maybe some of you are giving even more to jobs that you may have, because you know a lot of us have multiple jobs. So if this is something that you see yourself doing, then this hopefully will help and encourage you that to stop doing so much and just to be. You know, I think sometimes in our lives that when we have such busy lives, and I know my life has been very chaotic, you know, because for a lot of points in my life, I was a single mom. And so therefore I had to take care of children. And not only did I take care of my 3 children, I also took in my niece around the age of 13, 14. My sister that is deceased one of her daughters, and I helped raise her till she was 18. She stayed with me from the age of like 13 to 18, and I was her legal guardian. So I had 4 children in my house, and I had to take care of them, and that took a great balancing act. And oftentimes I found myself not giving myself any time, because not only was I taking care of 4 children, I also was working 2 jobs. And I had to, because that was the only way I could afford to be able to feed, clothe, and house that many people. And I have no shame in that. Although people will guilt trip you because you weren't home a lot. I even received that from family before, that, I was gone a lot, which was just a part of what my life was at that time, being able to balance the things that I had to do. And I carried a lot of guilt about that for years, but I have released that all, knowing that I did the things that I felt that was necessary in order to maintain. But I kept that mindset even afterwards, just being on the go, doing. I do for so many people in my life, and have no regrets on doing that, because I am a giver by nature. I love to help people. I love making people smile. I love just being a part of my friends' lives and my family lives, and just doing things together, because it creates that love and community, and and I just enjoy doing that. But oftentimes in your life of doing, you neglect yourself. And then the only time that you recognize that is when something happens to you. Maybe you've fallen ill, maybe you hurt yourself, or maybe you find yourself feeling exhausted and anxious and fatigued and depressed. And that's when you start to realize that your cup is just full, it's overflowing, and you just don't have any time. So I think it's important that you take some moments of your life to reinvigorate yourself, to recharge. It's really, really important. And I'm going to always speak on this on my channel, because it's very, very important that you do this. So in sharing that, I'm going to give you just a few things to think about in your doing, so that you can be. I know oftentimes we say in our lives that we don't have any times, and maybe we don't. We feel that we don't. But if you think about it, all of us have a few minutes within a day. And whether you're eating at that time, whether you're just bathing at that time, or showering, pampering yourself, getting yourself ready, we do have moments where we have time. Whether you're in your car driving, just think of all the things that you do in a day. And I know when we're working and we have children, or if we have a spouse, or just a lot of things, you could be a caregiver. A lot of us are. I know I've heard from a lot of women that follow me, they're caregivers now, and we feel like we don't have any time. But I'm going to say, take 15 minutes out of your day. This is very important. Take 15 minutes out of your day to be still. And in that being still, you do those things that give to you, whether it is praying, whether it is reading, meditating, quiet time, listening to music. If you're in your car, you can take a 15-minute drive and just drive through the countryside and just relax to calm your mind. It is important that you give something to yourself so that you can recharge, because we can exhaust ourselves doing so many things. So it's important that you give something to yourself. And I found out just in my life that when I give so much and I just exhaust myself and my battery is empty, then it starts pulling from me. It pulls from my body, and I end up with some type of illness. I already have diagnosed as having fibromyalgia. I noticed I start having more flare-ups. I noticed that my eating habits are off. My digestive system is not. I gain weight. It's a lot of things that happen. My skin gets bad. I noticed that I'm breaking out. A lot of it has to do with the humidity right now, because we have been on fleek with the humidity. But it'll affect me in different ways, because I am no longer pouring anything into myself. I'm pouring out all that I have and not giving myself anything. So it's important that you take that time to stop doing and be. And whatever that is, so that you can just sit down and be able to recharge. If it just means sitting in quiet, praying, and like I said, meditating, whatever those special things that you do for yourself that helps you to be reinvigorated, is really, really important that you take time. 15 minutes a day can help you with your life. And the final thing I'm going to share with you is find time to play. As we age, sometimes we act like we cannot have fun. I hate when I do something that a lot of older people or even younger people deem something that I'm not supposed to do based on my age. It is really not about my age, but my physical fitness. So if I'm able to physically do these things, what is the problem? I've often been told that I shouldn't do some of the things I do. Y'all know I like to go. I like to travel. And when I say travel, I like to just take trips. It is not about me having nightlife and all of that, but I like to get out and see things. It took me all these years to realize that this is a beautiful world. Not that I didn't know that, but realize that I was missing out on seeing God's creation by not trying to get out and travel and see something outside of where I grew up. You know, it's people who have never been outside of places they grew up. Now, I'm not talking about people who have a financial problem with being able to do that, but people who have money, who just never think to get outside of what they know, what's common, what's comfortable. They become complacent and they don't want to stretch themselves, or either they have fear because they've never done it before, or they don't have people to do it with. So take time to play. What are some of those things that you used to do that really gave you smiles and made you feel joyful and happy in your skin? Take time to take some of those things and do them now if you're able to physically, or if you have not been able to do those things, or maybe you can't do those things anymore. What are some things that you feel you would like to do now? And just do those things. Play. Whether it is walking along the beachfront, whether it is outside, with your friends, playing cards, if it is just a drive along the coast, if it is dancing under the stars, whatever it is, take some time to play. We fill our life up with so many responsibilities, and we get to a certain age when we feel like we can no longer laugh till our gut hurts. And I hate to see that in my sisters who are older, who are offended by women who are older, who still want to live life, who still want to dress trendy or wear flirty clothes. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But you want to impose your thoughts on other women based on the fact that you're too afraid to do it, or you feel that you can't do it. So that means everyone in your age demographic should not do those things. That's very, very unfair. It's important for us to be uniquely us and do those things that fit us and our personalities and our lifestyles. So make sure you are playing. Do some things that will help you to have fun in life, because you got to have something to release the tension from all of the things that we do in our life that are complicated and hard. Y'all, my hair be hitting me, and sometimes I be thinking it's a bug. But yeah, make sure you have fun and do things that's going to make you feel good about life. And I know that sometimes we feel like we don't have time for these things, but once a month, you got one free day a month. It's got to be a day that you're off, or maybe the day that the husband is out or away on a business trip, or out with the guys fishing or whatever, or the children are gone. Take that time to think about those things that you enjoy, or that thing that you like to do. It could be something simple as knitting, or reading a book, crocheting, painting. If you love to cook, do those things that really give to you, that brings back that vitality in you, that makes you feel good about where you are. If you don't do that, what is life worth living if you can't do things that you love sometimes? And I just want to share that with my sisters that are older. If you're 55, where's my 55 plus gang? We still got it going on. And I want to encourage you ladies to continue living. Please stop hating on other women that are living, that are older. Even if they're over 60, 65, 70 years old, my hat goes off to them because they're living life. I work with this guy, and I may have told this story before. He's a courier, and he's 78 years old. And he said, and I asked him once, why are you still working? Why aren't you retired? Because I know he's full retirement age. He could get all the benefits right now. He said, if I stop working and just sit down, I will start to go down. So for him, working, he takes so much pride in what he does as a courier. He loves it. And if working is something you love, then that's fine. But for him, the point I'm making in this whole scenario is that he felt that if he stopped moving and doing these things, that his life he would go down in life. So it's important that you get out and you do some things that really love you. And I'm not hating on people that love to work. That's just not me. I don't want to work. Oh, let me say this. I love working, but I want to work for me. So I'm working on that out for me. It may not be your out. You might love corporate America. You might love punching a clock for someone else. You might love making these Fortune 500 companies rich. If that's your thing, kudos to you. I ain't knocking nobody's hustle. But what I'm saying is, in the hustle and bustle of your life, make sure you take time to be and do those things that you love personally, and continue to live, because we got so much out here, Lord knows, that can discourage us. But we got to find that little corner of our lives that's going to give back and recharge us. So just wanted to share that today. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. And if you got plans for the holiday next week, please be safe in whatever you're doing. Like I said, I will be traveling, hopefully, and then I will be able to bring you a vlog from that location where I'm traveling to. It's a mini getaway. I think I'm going to be gone from Thursday to Sunday, and I wanted to get a video up to you guys before that trip. So I hope you enjoy this vlog, and I will see you all in the next video. Remember, I love you. Peace, and I'll see you real soon.